We sold over 130 Grand Nationals, and right next to me we have an 86 with 3,700 original miles. Still on the original owner's title, so you're gonna be the second owner, and it's extremely nice. It has a CC1 option, which would be the T-tops that are removable. That's 15% of production from the 5,512 produced in 86. Let's do it. Let's talk about the overall condition. This is easily a 9 out of 10. It shows extremely well. The only paint work that I noticed, so we do paint meter readings on these cars, the door itself has 7 to 8 mils of paint. So at some point, this could have been done at the dealer. They had paint work done on the door solely. I noticed the highest reading right here, so it could have been a scratch when it was delivered. You do have the CC1 option, which is the T-top. You have wheels that are the signature Grand National wheels. Tires have been updated. We do need to put a little bit of air in this one. We'll do that before it ships out. And in regards to imperfections, I don't see any. You have the factory rub strips right here, and then all the seals. So if you look at the gallery, you're gonna see all the photos of the tops off and on, so you can see how nice it is. This was stored indoors, and once again, on original title still. It was sold new in Boynton Beach. When I'm looking at the inner door sections, I don't see any paint work, but the reading is higher. Door cards are original, and they show well. This is a power window car, and we'll break down all the options when we open up the trunk, because it has a spit in there that'll give you all the numericals. Rear quarter, extremely nice. Rubbers are in very good condition. The top section has no imperfections. So these cars with the T-top, if you had a lot of miles on them or if you put a lot of power through them, you get little cracks right here. No indication of that. And what's cool about this car is you have a ton of original OE parts. Even some aftermarket parts like Kenny Bell valve covers, that's all included with the sale. So please click on the link below to see all those units. Let's spin it. Looking at the passenger side, you're gonna see the Grand National insignia here with intercooled. It's 235 horsepower, 335 foot-pounds of torque for the 86 model year. And then 87, they produced over 20,000 units. So this is a lower production, and it also has the rare CC1 optioned T-tops. Opening the passenger door, the door condition is very nice. You do have power locks and power windows. The seats, they're my favorite, and guess what? They've been covered for the past 15 years with specialized covers. We're gonna include those with the sale. Listen to that. Rear quarter is very nice, and once again, you do have the factory exhaust. Wheel condition shows very well. Minor tarnishing, and then one of the wheels has a small indent in it, and you're gonna see that in the gallery. Let's test out the taillights. Taillights operate. Looking at the rear, you have the Grand National specific wing. All of your bumperettes have been replaced, and these are the spool-full replacements, so it's a two-piece design. So if you guys ever want to install those, they're pretty easy. I would say it's about 45 minutes per side. Taillight condition, very, very nice. You have your fuel fill down here, or under here. Looking down here, you can see the sway bar. Rear end is extremely nice, and we'll check and see if it has limited slip when we open up the trunk. Opening the trunk, very nice, and I want you to look at the condition of the lock cylinder. That's how they're supposed to be, pure black. Opening it up, very nice condition on the inside. You have your service parts identification number, which we're going to go over shortly. You have a Casper-style trunk cover kit with a spare tire under here. You have your T-top bags and additional spare components, including the car cover or the seat covers that are included. When I'm looking at the service parts identification, this is going to give you a breakdown of everything that's in the car. So it's alphabetical order. The first thing I'm going to do is look for the WE2 option, which is right here. Let's see if it has POSI. G80, so it has a G80. And then also the CC1 option for the T-tops, which is located right here. That's really nice, and this thing's a long list. So I want you guys to click on the pictures in the gallery below to go through the whole thing. I'm going to start off from the top of the hood and go down. So the first thing you want to look at for a Grand National would be the actual plastic cover that goes on top of the dash. This one is original color, and it's in really good shape. Also, the vinyl that goes over the cluster is in very nice shape as well. Glass condition shows well. All the black is original. This has not been repainted or restored. You have your 3.8 SFI turbo badging. So this is an intercooled 3.8 liter that produces a great amount of torque. And if you modify them, put a little bit more boost in it, this is unstoppable. 0 to 60 in 6.1 seconds stock, and that's in 1986. Front fascia, you have the chrome grille. So 86 only has the chrome grille. 87 is going to be the black grille. You do have updated bumper fillers, and we'll test out the lights when we take it for a spin. Looking underneath here, all your plastics are proper, there's no scratches. Your intercooler is located in the center, and the basket is nice, and the plastic grate that protects it from rocks is still present. It just has a little bit of warpage, but it's not bad. Let me pop the hood. Hood struts operate. So this is the car that GM produced that actually was faster than the Corvette, and they did not like that. This has a cult following because you can make tons of power by adding more boost, and they have a very good aftermarket support system here. This is 100% not modified. It is all stock intercooler clamps, etc. You still have the factory airbox, and it's getting harder and harder to find that. You have the oil fill that's factory, and you still have the actual Power Master. So this utilizes a ball that holds pressure, and it has a pump underneath here. The light for the brakes does not turn on, and everything inside the engine bay is original and works as it should. You still have the proper distributor cap, or the coil cap, I'm sorry, with the date code of 6586 on it, and you have your Garrett intercooler down there. Still has an AC Delco alternator, and all the sensors are in very good condition, and also the wiring, so like for the actual vacuum lines, very nice. This was stored properly, and whoever buys this is going to be very, very happy. I've looked at so many of these over the past 10 years. It's amazing to see the condition of an 86 with 3,700 miles. Looking at the dash, so all the vinyl is in very good shape. The cluster itself is just super nice and crisp, and you have that 55 mile per hour, you know, your speed limit, and then it only goes to 85, which this will get to 85 so fast. You do have the most amazing steering wheel. So the last time I had to buy one for a car that was low mileage, but it had oxidation, this was $600 to buy a steering wheel. This is original. Horn works, the center section is extremely clean, and once again, these seats are the original material. So you could tell the difference in the actual gray. If it's been replaced, it's a darker gray. This is the proper color. You have your Turbo 6 insignia on the actual headrests on both sides, and the rear seats have never been sat in, and I'm noticing that all the lights are working and illuminating. You do have secondary floor mats, so these are aftermarket with Grand National on them, and you have the basic radio and air condition, which we'll test out. The features that would be notable inside of a Grand National would be the interior and also the placard here. So it's going to say Grand National underneath Buick. And if you had a GNX, which would be the 547 limited production pieces, that would have the numerical and GNX right there. Let's put the key in the ignition. All of your lights are illuminating, and it starts up as it should. Your RPM gauge is working, and we'll test out the boost gauge when we take it for a spin. That's all, folks. Before we go for a test drive, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoy this content, please be sure to click like and subscribe below. If you guys are Turbo 6 lovers, be sure to go to our website. We have merchandise that you're going to love. Also, if you have a vehicle like this that you want to sell, you want to consign, or you want to ship, we can help you. Go to our site, submit your ride, and we'll get you taken care of. Let's go. Am I committing a sin driving a 3,700 mile 86 Grand National? No, I don't think so. This thing needs to be driven. We're going to take it on Marina Mile, get you guys some beautiful outside shots, showcase the gauges operating, which they are. Radio works with the antenna. You have the CC1 T-tops. Air condition works. Lights, so we have one headlight that's dead. I actually have another one we'll put in. So this car does not have cruise control, but it does have a tilt column. Also has the G80 posi traction in the rear. The original Power Master is operating. I don't see any brake lights, etc. We're going to jump on Marina Mile right now, head west, and then turn around, get a little bit more accelerated in the boost level, and then put this thing away for the next person to decide if they want to put it in their collection. Boost builds nicely. Speedometer needle is working as it should, and we are cruising at 45 miles per hour. Steering wheel's off by a little bit, but it is going straight. It's so nice that the AC works today because it's like 98 degrees. Rear seats have never been sat in. We've gone over that already. Horn works. Mirrors work. Let's see if this one works. Yep. Oh, this is gonna be fun. We've got a little stoplight here. stop short. Let's see, let's build up a little bit of boost. We're going to go over the bridge right now so you can see how the suspension reacts. I want you guys to look at the gallery because we have so many additional items that are worth quite a bit of money. They're all labeled at 95 from purchase. So those are original components, not the Chinese reproduction pieces they're making now. And then you can shift it up into overdrive. Overdrive works. We're going to let the camera van get in front of us and then we'll do the turnaround. Wipers operate. All right, let's test out the boost here. They're peppy. I'm not going crazy here. This is an original sealed engine. Very smooth. G-bodies just ride so nice. Just nice and floaty. And the chassis can actually put some power down. We're going to turn right here and go over our signature bump, and then you guys can decide if you want to put this Grand National in your collection. This car needed this exercise, by the way. You can't just let something sit and start up without rotating the assembly, the transmission, etc. Look at the underside shots. You'll see how clean it is, how original it is. And look at our history of selling Grand Nationals. I mean, we've sold a lot of them.